Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Strider Chip. I am back with another one, as you guys can see. No, it's been a minute since I've been doing videos here, but I'm back and better than ever in a different setting. Here to show off a Android 1718 deck profile from Dragon Ball Fusion World here. Have yet to receive a box here for myself, nor do I have any of the starter decks, but I would love to have them. Right now, the game is a little kind of expensive, and don't get me wrong, I think that's pretty normal for card games. There's a little normal for them to have pretty expensive boxes, and starter decks is pretty expensive for them. So since that is the case, it is what it is. But we'll get into the game here pretty soon, having my fun with it. But I'm just going to go ahead and show off this deck profile when I came up with some so far. Some may like it, some may not, but it is what it is. So on Dragon Ball Super card game, there's a unique feature for the second player. There's a energy marker. I think this deck, in my opinion, or even green itself, it would probably be best played on the second turn, since you can take advantage of that marker. With green, it's building up energy. Kind of similar to Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters, there was a blue, whereas blue allows you to ramp up energy. Well, in green, it does this. In Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World, green does that. So it's actually pretty cool. So let's talk about the leaders. Let's talk about some of the cards that chose within it, and let's talk somewhat of some deck strategy. So it says leaders front the front leader side of it, the card says when attacking you draw one. If your life is 4 or less, you're going to draw one. You're going to flip this card over. So that's actually pretty cool. So that's typical. A lot of the cards in this set, they all do very similar effects to that. When you're attacking, you're drawing one, or some of them may give them some keyword skills of maybe critical or so on it, or some other conditions here to it. So this is just now the earlier stages in the game here so far. I take it's possible this may end up changing. We don't know. It's possible that it may end up changing. The way I see Fusion World right now is kind of similar to that of One Piece a little bit. It's a little similar to this. This one's a more easier version, a simpler version of Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters. And I'm suspecting a lot more people is going to be into this one than they are with Masters. All right. So if you flip this leader over, it says permanent. If you're your turn, if you have 6 or more energy, this card gets a 10k power. When attacking, you draw 1, so that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. You want to vamp up energies because you want to take advantage of getting a 10k power boost. I think what would be better right off the back if it had a 10k power boost on both sides on the turn. All turns, it should say permanent. If you have 6 or more energy, this card gets a 10k power boost on both turns. All turns. Should be that way all turns. So what are you going to use to vamp up energy in this deck? So we have Dr. Gero's Laboratory. Okay. This is a field card. It's a 3-drop. You want to see this card by turn 3. This is a card that you want to play. Active main. You use 1 green energy. You're going to switch this card to rest mode. If your leader is an Android 17, you're going to add 1 card with Android 7 with Android in a special trait from your drop to your energy. So that's actually really good, allowing you to rotate your energy cards, but your Android cards that you're going to need specifically within the match. And in this deck, you got a lot of Android cards. You have more Androids than you do Saiyans. I tried to balance it out that way because you really want to take advantage of the Androids. However, the Saiyans can really back you up too. They can really help out a lot. Let's go ahead and look at some more stuff here. So we have some more vamping up energy vamp. We have destructive strength. I put 2 of these here. It's just there for backup supply. Again, Dr. Gero Lab is probably going to be where you're at. Now we have brother and sister combination. This one is an active battle. It says once per turn, you're going to choose your leader. You're going to choose a leader, and up to one battle card, and it gets a 20k power battle. Then if you have he says that then if you have 15 more cards in your drop, you add 1 card with 8 energy cost of 3 or more from your drop to your energy and rest mode. So that's actually really good. So this is really good tier. So I'm playing this at 1. I might tweak these out a bit here. I'm playing these at 3. Excuse me. I'm playing these at 3. It's a 1 drop. I might tweak it here a bit, but so far it's looking pretty good. So let's look at the super combo. So you really get mainly you can use your super combos on your turn, but you get the more of the benefit of a super combo during your opponent's turn. So as you can see, it's a super combo, 4 cards maximum, auto once per turn. When you use this card in a combo from your hand, it gets a 10k power. So essentially, it's not just a 10k; it is a 20k power combo power card. So it's actually really, really good. That's really dope. So I'm playing this at 4. They don't have any green Android super combo cards. If they did, I would have swapped it out for this immediately. Another thing I'm playing here, there is a Dr. Gero card. It's a 1-drop. It allows you to look at the top 7 cards, top 10 cards of your deck. You're looking for Android 17 or 18. And then you place the remaining at your bottom of the area. That's one thing this deck doesn't have. It doesn't have a searcher here for it. I think this is it. Is this it? Actually, yeah, this is it right here. My bad. So I thought this was I could have sworn this is a 1-drop, but no, it's not. It's a 3-drop. So active main. You can keep on, as long as this card, it says active main, KO this card. So it wants you to KO it, actually. It wants you to KO it. Top 7. Play. Actually, and then this is, you know what? It's looking for a Dr. Gero's lab. That's it. That's all I was looking for. Dr. Gero's lab. That's it. If you don't already have it in your hand. And that's a card you want to have in your hand too. Let me see here. We have our 1-drops here. We have Son Goku. You play it, you just draw 1. Just doing it to draw power. That's really about it. We have our Android 17. This card is just has critical on it. It's a 2-drop, 15k power. We're critical on it. That's not too bad. I wish it was a 2-drop 20k, and you do have that. Notice that I did have this card here. This card, I should put this at more. I think this card should be, I should play it maybe at 3, maybe 4. I'm playing it at 2. I know that may not seem as important. This card right here is good, in my opinion, is good working late game. You play it, you draw 1, discard 1 card, and then when you attack, you have a 6 or more energy, you draw 1 card for doing it. So it's actually pretty cool, but it works better if you have 6 or more. It works better in the late game, guys. See, it, in my opinion, this card, it's a very good, has very good playability to it. But it works so much better if you're playing it late game, because then you're continuously drawing power. It has continuous draw power here to it. Okay. So that's actually not too bad. It's a really pretty good card. I'm playing it at 2. Could play a little higher, but it is what it is. We have another Android 18. This one, this one allows you to swap out your energy. When you attack, you're gonna place 1 card from your energy to place 1 card in your energy in your drop, and you're gonna add 1 card from your hand to your energy. So it's actually not bad at all. Swapping out, could be pretty decent. Swapping out cards that you may need for later. Okay, for what you may need for later. We have our, what else? We have a Android 16 here. This is a blocker. You're playing this at 4. This one was a good blocker because it can go up to 30k. As long as you have a Android, if you have a Android 17 and 18 your energy, it gets a 10k power, and you want that. That's something you want. So if you notice, guys, I'm playing a lot of Android 17s and 18s here in this deck. Okay, 17s and 18s here. 17s and 18s. This could be balanced out a little bit. It could be balanced. Maybe put at least 3 of these here. Could be good instead of 2. But once you get there, man, a 30k blocker, that's pretty good. You have some defense here that's on your board, and you need it. You're gonna need it. In my opinion, you're gonna need it. Let me see. Then we have our 4K Android 17. When you play it, add 1 card from your life to your hand, and then you're going to play Android 18 with an energy cost of 3 or less from your drop. So that's actually pretty dope. 3 or less from your drop, that's pretty dope. So it allows you to play those Android 18s that's the ones that we just looked at, the ones previously looked at, the 2-drop and the 3-drop allows you to play that. So that's actually not too bad. You got a friend that's on board, and you take advantage of the effect. I mean, moment this is played by the on-play skill. You're drawing 1, discard 1 card from your hand. Cards you don't need from your drop, You know what I mean? You're just taking advantage of it. So then now let's look at some of the Saiyans, because the Saiyans are really the powerhouse here to the group. They're the top win conditions here so far for the deck. As you can see, the highest attack power cost in this deck is a 50k. So we're playing with Vegeta. He's at 20. That's right now. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. When you play it, you're gonna add a card, one card with 3 or more from your drop area, from your drop to your energy and rest mode. So that's actually really, really good. And this is active main. You're going to place active main once per turn. You're going to discard one card from your hand. You're going to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards as an energy cost of 2 or less, and you get the KO it. So that's actually pretty good too. This card is really, really good. And this is active main here too. Discarding cards, you're popping them is really good. I'm playing this at 2. I did at one point I had it at 3, but I dropped it down to 2. This is gonna come in for tech, is really, really good. Now we have our Turles. This is a really good card in my opinion. 5 drop, 30k critical right off of that. That's really good. And then when you play it, add a card that's 3 or more from your drop to your energy. That's really good. That's really good. See, you see that rotation here? That rotation. It's just amazing. Yeah, I think that rotation is it's cool. So, let me see here. All right. I'm just looking around here. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Overall, it's pretty good. It's not too bad. I'm thinking I could have sworn that some of the stuff is allowing me to it allows me to rotate around here. It does allow you to. There's that synergy here between when you're taking a card from your drop and place it in your energy. This one allows you to place it in your energy, and it goes to active mode. It says in active mode. It doesn't go in rest mode. It goes in active mode. So it's really good. But then I'm pretty sure there should have been a card in here. It allows me to place a card from my energy to my hand. I think there is. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's look at Android 1718. We have a 6 drop, 40k, double strike. This could be when you're going for game. You're going for game. On play, you choose one of your up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets a 3 or less. No, you choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and 3 or less you KO. So that's really good. Right off the bat, that's really, really good. That's not bad at all. 3 or less is good, and KOing it, that's really, really good. That's where it's at, man. That is where it's at. That is where it's at. So that's it for some of the heavy hitters. Now we have Brawly BR on play, draw it, then you choose one of your opponent's battle cards, you KO it, the KO something, and when this card attacks, switches to active mode. So it's a conditional dual attack to it. It doesn't tell you that, but it is a conditional dual attack basically. And that's once per turn. This is a really good card. Really, really good card. You want to ramp up as much as energy as you possibly can. When this card is on the board, pretty much is a wrap. It is a wrap, really. When this card is on the board, it's a wrap. It's a really good card. Then we have Son Gohan, childhood Son Gohan on play. You're going to discard one card for your hand, choose all your opponent's battle cards of 5k or less, and KO them, and then it can't attack for the turn. I think this card is probably one of the best cards in the game so far. And also, you can still get this on play effect if you, let's say that you didn't pay for the energy cost to play this card, and it came out from your drop area from one of your cards effect, it still goes off. It still goes off. So this card right here is really, really good. The SCR is amazing here for it. Board wipes. You swinging for 50k. This is when you're going for game, when you want to board wipe. So playing this at 1 is good. Even 2 even be better. 1 or 2, you don't even need no more than probably no 1 or 2 cards here in your deck here to play this. But this is so far a really, really good card. But yeah, this is overall, this is the deck. This is what I came up with. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace.